Need more leaders and less followers. A lot of people want to divide so they can conquer as one. That's out.
This is an OG call. I'm keeping it. OG.
Jordan Downs. Y'all already know the deal, man. Y'all tuned in to Grape Street TV. And today we gonna jump in this reaction. We gonna react to SWIFTY BLUE in his comments. You know, we need more leaders and less followers. So if you ain't hit that like and that subscribe button yet, then that's what you need to be doing. But if not, y'all already know the deal with me, man. I'm gonna bust y'all across y'all head with some knowledge every time, man, straight up. And make sure y'all hit that bell for all notifications. So when I drop these reactions right here, they pop up on your timeline like the chicken pox. Boop, 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 boop. Y'all already know the deal with me, man. Listen, tap in. Now that I got y'all attention, we finna break this reaction down to the very last compound. So we go jump into the SWIFTY BLUE interview and the comments he made, and then we go tap back in. Let's get it in. Tap in.
But we don't want to sign to no blacks. You know what I'm saying?
Is that because of the prison shit? It's not a racist thing? Help me understand, because when you say that out loud, it sounds crazy.
It's because like this. It's like this. It's like I go to jail, I rock with my race. I eat with my race. I do things with my race. So it's like I'm here, I conduct business. I do things with my race. You know, like we integrate and whatnot. But why would I have somebody in charge of my music career if I'm already programmed a certain way? I'm already institutionalized a certain way. Why would I? You get what I'm saying? That's just my mindset. So I'm like, nah, we wouldn't do that. And most of the homies would think the same way as
so
we
you.
did.
Okay, now y'all seen the little clip. I know y'all seen it already, but you know, I'm gonna break it down and give it my outlook on the whole situation as far as the culture, you know. And first and foremost, we gonna say shout out to SWIFTY BLUE and his politics. You know, everybody got their own politics that they stand on, and everybody gonna be the man that they want to be. So at the end of the day, it's called dividing. When you divide between two races to conquer, you're separating. That's called separation, and that's facts. Prison politics seems to like flood over to the streets, and I just spoke on this on one of my latest reactions. You know, spoke how prison politics shouldn't be brought to the streets. And me,
thank you for using
myself,
telling.
I refuse to be controlled like a robot. So to each his own, you know. But if you're at the forefront of your, you know, community, and you have a voice and an opportunity to present yourself, you know, you might want to watch how you word things when it comes to different races, and you know, the way you carry yourself. That's just all facts, and that's all part of being a man. And at this time in life, we got a lot going on the internet, you know, on both ends. Things were said and the whole internet was just up over it. So if you do have a voice, I advise you to get on here, you know, and speak like a man and choose your words wisely. You can't tell nobody what to say and how to say it, but it is what it is. The people, we take it in as you present it. So if you present it to us this type of way, that's how we gonna take it in. And then later on, you might want to come and fix it and clean it up, but you know, it still takes, you know, points off of your character as a man. And to shoot straight facts to you, a lot of these people, you know, on both ends of the culture, they secretly feel this type of way. So when they get the opportunity to speak, it rolls off their tongue so perfectly until they have to think about what they said. Because I know it's a lot of people, you know, when they sitting with their folks and they talking, that's how they talk. I ain't dealing with these motherfuckers. I ain't letting motherfuckers, you know, put a hand in my pot. Like, at the end of the day, we men, and we all trying to feed our family. We got kids to feed. So God made us, you know, as human beings. So if another man has an opportunity to make some money, you mean to tell me you're going to pass it up because of the color of his skin? And you're going to let your kids and your family be hungry? Or you going to be out here busting people over the head, jeopardizing your freedom? If we can't stick together and, you know, mess with each other because we all good people, far as me running into another man and he have ideas and I have some and we could put our heads together and grind like beef, something is really wrong with the culture because it's a lot of followers. A lot of people is misled. And you know, some people want to be high power. So some people speak and want to put themselves at the forefront. But at the end of the day, you got to have that in your heart. You can't just say, oh, I made these moves, I'm making this money, I got all these people attention, I'm going to put myself at the forefront and I'm going to speak how I speak, which is recklessly. And that's facts. And we're going to break down prison politics a little more, you know. In prison, like, let's take it for the black and the brown. We have our own sides. Like, in jail, you can't get too personal with another race. As far as, you know, deep as in conversation, trading off stuff, sharing stuff. You know, you're not allowed to really kick it with that person. And, you know, it ain't like you could sell up with a Mexican if you black. It's not gonna happen. Those just are politics for people to stick to their own race. It's to divide everybody. And everybody's trying to conquer. And while everybody's trying to conquer, they trying to step on the next race or step over the next race to get where they trying to go. And that's on both ends of the culture. And it's sad to say, that's how prison politics, you know, made a lot of youth come to the streets and have that installed in their head, and they feel like they gotta move like that. But when some of them get released and they gotta go to them halfway houses, guess what? Black and brown living in the same buildings. They eating together, they talking, you know, they dating each other races. So prison politics has nothing to do with the streets. But people bring it to the streets. It made it like part of the culture. So now it exists. And it's up to a lot of people to be leaders that have a voice that can sit at the forefront and, you know, clean this up, clear it up, and make the world a little better for the youth, for our kids and the next generation coming up. They shouldn't have to grow up saying, I can't do business with this person, I can't take this $1 million because of these politics and these people gonna look at me like this. Don't let these people control you like a robot. I don't care what culture you in. When it comes to getting your money and surviving and taking care of your family, that don't have nothing to do with prison politics. And that's facts. Prison politics is not gonna raise your kids. If you run behind what they want you to do and you get locked up, they not gonna feed your kids, man. That's facts. So that's why I call, you know, following strict protocol is being controlled like a robot. Everybody should be entitled to be their own man, long as you ain't out here messing up, putting poison into the culture and doing things that you don't supposed to be doing. Long as you know, standing up like a man, poking your chest out and ain't turning nothing down, everything should be everything. And do I think SWIFTY BLUE is racist? No. Do I think he meant any harm? No. What he was doing was saying, you know, his opinion on life and how he feels about conducting his business, which he's entitled to do. He just chose, you know, the wrong way to do it, and the wrong way to say it, in the wrong place to say it at, you know, especially at a time like this when we trying to fix the culture and keep everybody on the right track. So at the end of the day, he was entitled to what he said, and at least we know how he truly feels. So people know how to deal with people, and that's part of being a man, you know, stepping up, speaking your mind, standing on what you say, you know, whether it's right or wrong. You got to stand on that. If it rolls off your tongue, you got to stand on that, because we looking at you or we listening to you when you are making these statements. And that's how we going to take it in, and it is what it is. We all men at the end of the day. But everybody don't operate like a man. And that's facts. And there's a lot of people gonna run around and say people are too sensitive when it comes to racial situations. It's like, no, you're not about to say what you want to say and think nobody's gonna have nothing to say behind it. It's life. Deal with it. If you don't want to hear it, don't click on it. If you don't want to hear it, don't listen to it. If you don't want to hear it, don't feed into it. Straight like that. And that's facts. With that being said, the gang culture is trash. Prison politics is trash. It doesn't belong on the streets. It's poison. Who wants to sit up and teach their kids prison politics? It's like, you know, that's nothing to stand on while you on the streets, especially if you feel you at the forefront of your culture. And you know, people watching you. So don't nobody want their kids growing up judging people off the color of their skin, missing their blessings because the color of somebody's skin. You know, blessings come in disguises. So you can keep playing if you want to and stand on these BS politics and being controlled like a robot. Cause that's all it is. Being controlled like a robot, putting poison into the community and making it hard for the youth to grow up and have a long, healthy, successful life. Because if you look at it, in all cultures, we got good people. In sports, all races has somebody good in it. You know, we was all born with different traits. And one trait we wasn't born with is to judge another man off the color of his skin. And that's facts. Get it together. Give yourself a reality check. Don't respect these type of statements. Don't respect these type of people. And you know, you still got to give people a chance to grow. Because after these type of situations, I just always hope that that person grows from it and keep going, keep pushing. Don't fall off, don't fall back. Don't let nothing break you. Stand up like a man. And my personal opinion on the situation is, you know, I don't respect nothing he said, how he said it, you know, even though he's still growing and learning, you know, it is what it is, it was said. But if you ain't hit that like and that subscribe button yet, that's what you need to be doing. But if not, y'all already know the deal with me, man. I'm gonna bust y'all across y'all head with some knowledge every time, man, straight up. And make sure y'all hit that bell for all notifications. So when I drop these reactions right here, they pop up on your timeline like the chicken pox. Boop, 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 boop. Y'all already know the deal with me, man. Listen, tap in.